Hey, this is Yarrow here, coming this time for a Yarrow.tv daily video outside. I'm at the Botanic Gardens. It's hard to find a spot where I can sit with this computer and talk to you, and hopefully the audio will come out all right. I'm always concerned about that. I got to figure out a better audio solution, I think, for these videos. Maybe a lapel mic I can plug direct into the laptop that's not too big to carry around with me. But anyway, so I'm in the city. I do a lot of work in the city. I go to a few different cafes. Brew is one of my favorites. There's a bunch of other little cafes I go to as well. Just had some lunch and wrote an email going out to my newsletter, but only going out to the people who were showing interest in Evan Pagan's information product training on how to choose a profitable topic and how to create your first information product. So only a few hundred people will be getting that one, but that's really just if you're interested in his product. So I don't want to bombard my entire newsletter if you're not very interested in it. And the way I do that, if you're curious, is just with the click tracking function in Aweber. I check who clicks the links to go watch the presentation, and I only send it to the people who do actually click the link. So that'll only be a few hundred to sometimes a few thousand, depending on what I'm actually sending people. But in other news, I have a bit of wind here. I have some great news in the outsourcing world. If you may remember, I think it was my first or my second daily video about 3 or 4 videos ago. I was having trouble getting a hold of the Filipino people that I'd recently hired through Chris Ducker's service with virtualstafffinder.com, a project manager and web designer who sort of turned out to be a video editor as well, and actually may end up being more beneficial for me as a video editor. We'll wait and see. But they both turned up after disappearing for a while. My project manager ended up having to go help her grandmother move. She lives in the Philippines, and her grandmother had a tree fall in her house. So that's a pretty good reason for not being online for a week or two. Thankfully, she came back, and now we're working together. So fingers crossed, she's going to help me do a lot of the reproducing of my content in different formats. That's our big goal with her. I wanted to get used to doing everything that my business does as well. And the other guy, Alan, he'll be, hopefully, if he turns out good, doing some video editing to help me turn my blog posts into videos for YouTube that will go along with these daily videos I do on my channel at yarrow.tv. So fingers crossed, this is my first attempt at actually getting some outsources in a non-Western or really Australia is where I usually get my people from. Most of the help I've had has been local talent, either friends, really. I've just hired friends, people who've become my friends over time, like Mick with the design work, or Angela. She's my assistant for email and customer service, and she's been around since she had her first baby, which was, now she's got 3, and they're getting older, and she was back with me in the Better Edit days, so probably 6 years now. Wow, we need to have some sort of anniversary special, I think, Angela, if you're watching this, but it's been a while. Yeah, so hopefully with a project manager, I'll be able to just do a lot more reproducing of content, help me get content uploaded, just take away those mechanical tasks that I don't really need to be doing, so I can spend my time creating content like this, like for my blog, for my podcast, and for the products that I'm rolling out next year. So really excited to start working with them and see if I can ramp up what I'm doing. And really excited about working. We're coming up to 2013, and I don't know, there's something in the air. I feel like it's going to be a good year, because the last few years have been, certainly in my life, have been a bit rough, both on the family front and the business side as well. It's all been a bit slow, a little bit treading water, so more than actually going forward. So I'm looking forward to really doing some good work next year, building the business back along the path that it has been doing. So I hope you are too. I guess that's the thing to think about coming into the new year is what are your plans for 2013. So I'd love to hear about them. If you want to give me some feedback in response to this video, please leave a reply. What's your big goal for next year? Like what do you hope to achieve? Now is the time to start thinking about this and planning, and hopefully, by this time next year, you'll actually have achieved what you set out at this time. And I do like to think about that. If you look back to 12 months ago, what were you thinking that 2012 was going to be about? I certainly did not expect this year to play out how it has. In some ways, it's been exceptionally better than I thought it would be. In some ways, it's been exceptionally worse. So you never know what's coming around the corner, but it certainly pays to have some kind of plan. As my friend Tun would tell me over and over again, if you don't plan, you plan to fail. So yeah, I think that's it. I'm going to end this video here. It's nice to be outside and doing this in, I guess, natural light and Hopefully the sound quality is reasonably good. I do want to fix that audio problem, but for now, I'm going to get back to eating my Mrs. Fields muffin, which is pretty much the main reason I come to the city, is Mrs. Fields for their cookies and their muffins, feeding my addiction. That's it from me. This is Yarrow Stark from yarrow.tv or my blog, entrepreneurs-journey.com, and I'll talk to you on a video very, very soon. Bye-bye.